welcome back to the channel. It's a wee bit of a quieter day here today. I'm in Palma. It's around about lunchtime. We've stopped in for a coffee and an ice cream, and we're heading up to the train station in about an hour, so we're looking forward to that. So yeah, you haven't lived until you tried double pistachio and caramel ice cream, and of course a cortada. If you've never been to Palma, Mallorca, it's absolutely beautiful city. It's really old school. There's new stuff in it, but you just know it's just old, it's Spanish. It's the afternoon here now, just a 1:45. I had a bit of a late start this morning because I stayed up a bit later than I should have last night. I'm only getting into town now, so. You know, these little alleys and streets, people actually live in these. It's like a living city, not like the cities we have in Ireland where everybody lives on the outskirts and drives in for a walk. Beautiful. What to say here, like, I'm going up to see it anyway on the train and that because I was there as a kid and it just brings back memories. But I've already written it off as a viewing spot because it's just going to be the place for everybody to be, and it's, even though you can get there in train or whatever, everything's going to be packed. It's a small village, and I just think it's going to be more hassle than it's worth. So I'm still going to go up. I'm still going to make a wee vid on the train and that. I'm looking forward to the train journey. Port de Soller, or Port de Soller as some people might call it, means the port of the Golden Valley. Soller meaning the Golden Valley. But I like to play on words there, the Port de Soller. Yeah, let the music the innocent, huh? So yeah, you can see the crowds. That's just going to be disaster on Wednesday. No way, but I'll have to do it today. So yeah, Ferrocarril de Soller, literally the Iron Road de Soller, formulated in 1912, so older than most of us. Like the rest of the city, it's just very old world. It's fantastic. Busy, but yeah, it seems it's electric. It was always electric, but it's electric in it. Looks like the cat's going too. If they're going to fit everybody onto this train, it must be big enough. It's going to be packed on like sardines from the look of them. So yeah, it's 3:20. Talking about an hour or so, maybe a little longer before it's there. It's hot. Pretty old school, maybe electric, but other than that, no mod cons at all. Proper old school. Yeah, it's kind of crazy there that the train's just basically running down the middle of the street beside cars and stuff like that. I suppose it's the way it should be, just like the old tram services. Yeah, I'm starting to get outside Palma now. It's a little bit more agricultural than urban. There's Tramontana Mountains in the distance there. If you're ever in Mallorca, definitely recommend this. It's like 30 quid and it's a day out. So yeah, it's a lovely place as well. Just love to get up into them mountains, but not today, not in this weather. extraordinary landscape altogether. It's a pity the Eclipse won't be visible from up in here. It'll be well behind those mountains, but we're not going here, so. So yeah, a bit of quiet time here. We've seen this stop at the station called Balgnola. It's right up in the middle of the mountain valleys. See all the terraces up there, olive trees, or so yeah, like I said, a wooden train. Tunnel here, it's incredibly loud, we're doing a good speed, so I think we're going downhill slightly. And then now for maybe 2 kilometres. Not too sure if you can see these mountains out to the right, but these are the reason that like about half the island won't be able to see the eclipse at totality. The distance there, I can see the Soler, not the port, just the town. So we're now at the other side of the Trendesoller mountains. The mountains that will be blocking the eclipse from most of the rest of the island. Extraordinary countryside. How to build a train through this, I don't know. Even the lemon trees are looking a wee bit drought stricken here. Don't think it's rained here in 3 months. So it's at final destination. Now it's on to Port Soler tramway. I'll probably hang around town for a while first. If this is what it's like on a Monday, you can only imagine what it's going to be like on a Wednesday. So that's just completely out as a viewing point. Not going to happen, but still fun to go and see. This is obviously the tram. Get that in maybe a while when the main audience is gone. So, town of Soler. For the €32 to get here, it's an adventure in and of itself. I highly recommend it if you're in Mallorca. You need to book it online, busy times. Basically it's 5:15 now, so by the time we get there I'll have an hour maybe to run around Port Soler. Just maybe grab a beer, have a little walk around, too hard to do much else. And then have to get back for the 7:30 train back to Palma. The size of the mountain valleys up here, you can see why they're going to have to close roads and stuff like that. So getting up here, even with train tickets, it would have still been like touch and go. Yeah. big memories of being here as a child when I was like 1983, 84. Hasn't really changed, obviously. I've got more housing. Absolute paradise. You can see you'll get your sunset there. Also to our south I can see clouds, which ain't good. Not we south, sorry, we west. Buzz here is mental. I'd say anybody that's coming to view this is already here. If you're not, it's going to be impossible to get into on the day itself. So here we are in the famous Port de Sierra. As I said, I've memories of being here as a child. One of those sort of tour things there that you do from the hotel, and it just always stuck with me. Not sure where to go here, but it's just extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. I'll take a dander and then maybe go for a pint of something or a coffee or whatever. This is definitely the spot to view it from, but the logistics just make it that I just prefer. It's going to be bananas busy here as well. We have crowds, and my wee headland is looking like the much preferred spot. Doing up surveys as promised. An absolutely magical town. Just round from where I am is the lighthouse I was originally planning on going. It's beautiful, but I'm happy enough going the other places I have planned. So all we need now is no cloud. Massive marina here. So there's a serious amount of people going out in boats to see this tomorrow, or Wednesday. I hope they get the weather for it. Like I say, just have been looking at today's forecast there, and there's massive thunderstorm moving in over like Malaga, that kind of direction, and looking like it's going to hit us maybe some stage later on tonight. But I prefer to get it out of the way now rather than tomorrow or Wednesday. So I'm just going to make my way around to the lighthouse point around here. One of the places I was kind of thinking of viewing from. I also have to be wary that my train is at 7:30 and the last tram to get you there is at 7:15. So I have about an hour. Shouldn't take me that long. So yeah, both lighthouses. It's just one of these places that's up and down steps, and it's very hard to find your way around. The other 1% live, huh? Not the easiest way to find your way around because it's built on cliffs. It's on multiple levels, old cobble streets, little staircases to go up and down. So to find my way around the lighthouse and find my way back to the tram to be in time for the train, it's just it's risky. So if I don't find that in the next 10-15 minutes, I'll probably just head up back over to the tram. Very likely beat the town. Same sort of thing, going up to the castle and going to somewhere called Museo del Mar, so the Museum of the Sea, and hopefully that's where the lighthouse is as well. Ooh, out of breath again. So basically this will be standing room only here until Wednesday. This is just worth seeing Eclipse and Eclipse. There's clouds to our northeast, which isn't good. Let's hope they're gone before the event itself. So this is Port de Sierra. If you're coming here, be here early, or won't be here at all because it's going to be jammered. This definitely brings back childhood memories for me. And there's our little tram, which I am going to be getting in about 20 minutes or so. This guy doesn't care about the Eclipse, sure you don't. Again, like last night in California's, it's picture postcard stuff, quite literally. Lifestyles of the rich and shameless. Hey, that's a nice bike. It's one of these places you just don't want to even turn off the camera, you know. And now time to get back to the tram. So yeah, ground zero. 48 hours, 49.5 hours. Anybody who's going to get it here is going to really enjoy it if it stays up. So yeah, that was a beautiful port to see air, and now I'm back in the main town to see air. Heading back for the train. I'd definitely come back here some other time when it's not as busy because of the eclipse and that. It's just an absolutely charming, cute place, as the Americans say. It's crazy, everybody's just taking videos of each other as we pass. And this is the train station. You can say there's not too many train stations of their own art gallery in the situ, which is incredible to see. It's also air conditioning, which is very nice as well. So Lair town itself won't have a direct view of totality. They'll all have to get the tram down to Port de Solaire. So yeah, soon to tomorrow, start Dragonera fairly early. I'll have to get to bed early tonight for that one. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Off home now for a well-earned rest. Big deal tomorrow. Cheers.